And before I get into this very, very important lecture that ties into the core concept of my channel in my book, Awake Financial Freedom, I just want to thank all of my supporters and my subscribers, my members, my sponsors, my viewers for supporting my channel. You know, I got up this morning and my YouTube channel now has reached well over 146,000 subscribers. And none of that would have been possible without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get down to today's very important lecture is having the mindset to pay off your debt. Because, you know, the less debt you owe on a weekly basis or a monthly basis or a yearly basis, the less debt you have, that gives you more disposable income to invest, to save, and etc. I'm telling you, you know, that really, it ties definitely into my powerful testimony when I wrote my book, and how I talked about how from 2007 to 2012, I was literally living in financial destruction. But I'm gonna tell you something, it took a shift in my mindset to rise above that. And I'm going to present some tips and strategies that I literally have been using ever since I rose out of my financial destruction in 2012, in order to maintain my financial freedom, to be able to handle any kind of financial emergency, to be able to do things in terms of travel, or just being so financially free where I'm not really worried about anything financially. And one of those powerful tips, like I said, is you have got to change your mindset about your debt. You got to know what's coming in, and you got to know what's coming out. I'm talking for real now. I'm talking for real. You know, don't nobody know their financial situation or what debt that's going on better than you. You know what you're looking at on a monthly basis. Another powerful tip is you got to create a budget. And I'm going to tell you something, you know, all of this may sound simple and easy, but I'm going to tell you something. You know, I didn't learn none of this in school. I had to go through living in financial destruction to really, really wrap my mind behind these powerful tips. So you got to create that budget. You got to know what's coming in. You got to know what's coming out. A strong recommendation is to pay off, and to each his own, but you know, these tips and strategies work for me in terms of paying off the most expensive debt first. You know, when I was living in my financial destruction, I had so much debt I couldn't even see straight. You know, credit cards, personal loan, mortgage, car note, regular bills, cell phone bills, so you know, overdraft and bank accounts. So bills hit me left and right. So pay off, for me, what worked for me was I paid off my most expensive debt first. And another powerful tip is pay more than the minimum on your balances. You know, you can pay more than the minimum. Rather, it's a car note, a credit cards, a mortgage, your utility bills. You can pay more. You can pay more than the minimum on any balance. Trust me, they'll take that extra money. Another powerful tip is halt your credit card spending to a screeching halt, and ultimately get rid of those credit cards. I'm telling you, I have not owned a credit card since about 2012. Credit cards is another debt. That's money that's you're pulling away from your disposable income. So you got to halt your credit card spending and get rid of credit cards, because I'm telling you, once you really change your mindset and control your money and master your money, society got people programmed that you need credit cards. You do not need credit cards. All it is digging that financial hole deeper and deeper and deeper. You know, you may have people listening to this. You may know people who are maxed out on all of their credit cards. You know, $200 on this credit card, $200 on that credit card, $300 on that credit card. And understand, credit card debt is not ain't even touching your real bills in terms of mortgage, rent, car note, your utilities, food, car insurance. That's real bills. So halt your credit card spending and get rid of your credit cards. Put work bonuses towards your debt. If you get any kind of bonus on your job, or extra money from a promotion, extra money you're making from overtime. So put work bonuses towards your debt. And I can remember, you know, prior to me retiring, because I worked for state government when the COVID-19 was going on, we got huge bonuses, COVID money, for going to work every day. And I use all of that extra money to bump up my financial portfolio, to bump up my emergency savings account. So put work bonuses, extra money, overtime pay towards your debt. Sell unwanted gifts and household items. You know, that's another way to create more cash flow. You know, if you got all this unwanted gifts and household items that you don't use, you haven't used, you know, turn that into revenue. You know, because I can remember when I was really focusing on increasing my cash flow, I sold a lot of stuff in my home that I didn't need. It was in very good condition, as another way to increase my cash flow in order to diversify my portfolio and increase my financial savings. Also, in terms of how you can pay off debt, you may have to get a side hustle. And if you do get a side hustle, have a purpose for that money. Be intentional with that money. You know, I can remember one of the tips and strategies I did in order to rise above my financial situation. I got me a weekend job, and I had that weekend job for years, and I had a purpose for that money. Another powerful tip is don't create, when you're paying off debt and when you're decreasing your debt, don't create new debt, because you're defeating the purpose. You know, you hear situations where a person pay off that car, and they turn behind right around and get another car, a new car. So now they got a car note. They pay off those credit card bills, and they turn right around and might spike out on those credit cards again. So they create new debt. Don't do that. The key thing in terms of having that mindset in order to pay off your debt, you gotta reduce your monthly bills as low as possible. And the more and more you pay off debt, then that's decreasing your monthly bills, and now that's going to give you more disposable income to invest into your retirement, your financial portfolio, to put money into your emergency savings account. That's the key right there, is reducing your debt as low as possible. Another key point I want to point out is, if you are in a situation where you got to make a large purchase on something, or a bill or unexpected large bill unfolds, you know, don't forget about having that mindset, paying off that larger bill in 90 days. The key thing is to get that bill paid off as fast as you can within 90 days, so then you can continue to recoup more of your disposable income. Because the key thing is keeping those monthly bills down as low as possible to free up money to be able to do things and etc. Another powerful pointer is so important, you know, because even with my powerful book, Awake Financial Freedom, you know, I literally use my own book as a resource, an ongoing resource to sustain my financial freedom in order to continuously meet my financial goals. So I say that to say, you gotta have a financial goal. I don't care if that financial goal is weekly, monthly, yearly, as you recoup your money and now you got more disposable income, you got to have a financial goal in terms of now what are you going to do with that money. You may want to look again, like I said, investing into your portfolio, financial portfolio, increasing your retirement, money going into your retirement, increase your emergency savings account, or saving maybe for a vacation without going in debt. So have some financial goals as you begin to recoup more your disposable income. And most importantly is anytime you spend money, you must be intentional, very intentional on how you spend your money. Because living a debt-free lifestyle, you still, you're still doing things on your bucket list. You're going on vacations. You're rewarding yourself along the way, but you're doing it in a way where you're not creating new debt. So be intentional with your money. Because I did a spiritual journey and made a trip to Cairo, Egypt for a couple of weeks in the month of December of 2023. I was very intentional in putting money to the side to pay for that trip without creating new debt. So when I took that trip, it was more enjoyable because the trip was already paid for. I created no new debt and I worked it into my budget. And I'm telling you, these are some powerful tips in terms of changing your mindset. You got to change your mindset in reference to paying off your debt, because I'm telling you, you got everyday people. People who may be listening to this live stream, people in your family, people on your job, people at church, people in your community. You may even be one of those people who are literally going to work every day. Some folks working 2 jobs, but they're still drowning in a sea of debt, losing sleep over debt. And a big part of that is, first of all, they have not changed their mindset on how they're going to approach their debt and pay off that debt, and establishing measurable goals in order to move forward financially. Because I know many people working 2 jobs and still the financial situation ain't no better than it was a year ago, or etc. So the key thing is you got to change your mindset in terms of paying off your debt, because it truly is financial freedom. It truly is financial freedom when you're in the position where your retirement is looking good, your emergency savings account is looking good, any kind of financial emergency that come up, whether it's with your car or your house or unexpected bill, you can literally deal with any kind of financial emergency with zero worries and without creating new debt. And that is power. That is power right here. And also, if you have not checked out my book, Awake Financial Freedom, a couple of months ago, now this powerful book is available in audiobook, it's available in soft copy, it's available in ebook version, it's available in audiobook. It's still today. It's been about 11 years since I rose out of my financial destruction. Still today, from time to time throughout, I am using my own book as a resource to keep me on point. Because sometimes I need to sit down and go through certain chapters as a reminder on how messed up my life was financially. And I'm here to tell you, I mean messed up. And that includes the credit score, that includes owing everybody under the sun, that includes during that time zero extra money into my retirement account. No one could have ever told me that I could have been able to retire almost 4 years early and sustain my financial free lifestyle without creating new debt. They did not teach me this in graduate school. I got 2 master's degrees. They didn't teach me this in graduate school. School teaches people how to get in debt with school loans. They're throwing all them credit cards at you. Society programs us to be a slavery to debt. This is real talk, but you're going to have to change that mindset and understand you do not have to be a slavery to debt. You can learn how to master your money, control your money, and it's a powerful thing. Literally, it's a powerful thing. It don't matter what come at me financially, that's not even a worry, because I still get unexpected bills coming at me, but the difference is I'm in a position where I can deal with that unexpected bill like that without creating new debt. So ladies and gentlemen, share this information. These are some powerful tips. You got folks right now losing sleep over debt. They don't create all that new debt for the holidays. And this is powerful information. Share this information. Again, I want to thank all of my supporters and my subscribers. My channel now again has reached well over 146,000 subscribers. And I'm going to just continue with the consistency, dedication, and effort. I do want to thank all of my supporters. I want to thank viewers from chiming in. As everyone know, my style in terms of my deliverance as a content creator, I'm going to acknowledge my viewers, I'm going to acknowledge my supporters versus going into back and forth dialogue in the comments, because I'm here to present this information, acknowledge my viewers, and keep it moving, and key thing, maintain that balance. So again, share this information, simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.